It's Challenge 4 and we're in the iconic London Borough of Waltham Forest. And the challenge that's been set for the contestants is to look at the council's Stronger Communities approach and all about getting the best outcomes for local residents.
And day one is going to be full of lots of meetings for the cohort, including meeting councillors, community action groups, senior staff here at Waltham Forest. So you're going to have an opportunity to learn loads around this challenge and feed that back tomorrow.
We arrived at Waltham Forest Council, had an introductory session with the Chief Executive and Deputy Chief Executive, and then we went straight from that to a site visit on a minibus to an organisation called Project Zero. They're a really exciting organisation doing amazing things with young people.
Waltham Forest is a super diverse borough. The council is really, really ambitious, and hopefully that's reflected in the challenge that we've set contestants. We're right at the beginning of our transformational journey that will span multiple years and have a significant impact on the communities that we serve.
We've been tasked with reviewing and assessing the 3 pillars that council senior leadership have prepared to move forward and build on the already great relationships with the voluntary and community sector to target provision of essential social care to people who need it the most in this community.
I think I'm doing pretty well. It's been really intense. There's been a variety of different meetings that we've had to attend. During those meetings, I found out that the young black men are some of the most vulnerable individuals within Waltham Forest and that they need a lot of support.
I have been to a community volunteer celebration event this morning, which was brilliant. It was such a good celebration of the hard work that the volunteers have been doing. So I've just met with the youth advisors who work across the borough, and they were really inspirational. The youth advisors give really good advice to their peers, especially on really hard subjects such as knife crime and gangs, antisocial behaviour, and they're gathering information for the council.
I've just come out of a meeting about employment within the borough, which has been fascinating. Really interesting to hear about the foundational economy that they've got here and the challenge before the council to ensure that the residents are both skilled and able to link in with jobs that there are in the borough.
So for this challenge, I'm on Team Dynamic and I've volunteered to be the captain. There's been 3 challenges already and I actually missed one of them, so I've been present for 2 of the challenges, but it's either now or next time, so that's been very much in my mind. I just went for it.
The day's been really, really good. I believe the teams worked really well together, but it's been very intense, to say the least.
So it's the end of the first day, it's 10 o'clock at night. We've been presented with lots of written information and documents, and we've also been doing our own research. Hopefully we'll all get a good night's sleep and we'll be fired up and raring to go.
It's the start of day 2, and after a really busy day yesterday, there's not much let up today with lots more meetings, including a round table with senior officers to test their ideas, and then there's a virtual meeting with the Welcome Hubs team.
So we've just had our roundtable discussion and we are very relieved that no big U-turns are required, and we had some really positive responses to some of our ideas. So feeling thrilled and feeling very ready for this presentation.
So we went into a meeting about Welcome Hubs with several officers who were involved in various parts, from libraries, from the ESOL team and other teams that are feeding into that. They've got one hub already, which is around asylum and migration, and they're looking at rolling that out. And we were asking questions about things like return on investment, how they're advertising them, how they're trying to outreach into the community, and it backed up a lot of the things that we've already been putting into our proposal.
It's a really broad and strategic challenge, and the teams are having to hone in to their transformation skills, their innovation skills, but also keeping it really relevant and tangible for the communities that we're serving here in Waltham Forest. So it's a real team effort to bring all of those different elements together.
We're doing quite well. I think we all have roles to play. That's working really well. I do worry that we're not being as courageous, as brave as we could be. I've heard that the Borough of Waltham Forest likes to be really pioneering and groundbreaking, and I feel like we're not quite there.
The section that I'm responsible for is looking at the strengths-based practice model. I'm really enjoying this piece of work because Waltham Forest is taking a really exciting approach in this area. I'm using my knowledge from working in different parts of local government, so both adult social care, children's social care and early help, to think about what that model might look like for a whole organisation, but also looking at how we can expand that beyond the council walls into the VCS and to the health sector as well.
Team Dynamics vision is for a more equal borough for the London Borough of Waltham Forest. We're proposing an additional pillar around financial sustainability, and we're also looking at where we can maximise our partnerships in the place with both the health sector, the Portsmouth University and the other partners that are working with our most vulnerable communities.
Our idea is all about utilising the 3 pillars that exist and building upon it. In order to do so, we have set aside community connectors, which will go into the borough and ensure that there's strong communities. For instance, the use of barbers. And then we'll also build upon this through a training programme that's rolled out across the organisation because it's everyone's business.
Today we chose Team Dynamic. They were dynamic and they presented their ideas really well. We were so impressed with the idea that we should have a 4th pillar in our strengthening communities approach, that we're going to look at how we could do that. So that would be, for example, how do we build a stronger foundational economy? How do we work with children and young people and other groups to build their financial skills and resilience?
I'm feeling gutted, but you win some, you lose some, right? I think that we needed to be a bit more radical.
Our approach today has really been a collective approach. We've collaborated, so I think every member of the team has played a part in that. We've supported each other, we've explored ideas together, and that's something that we've reflected on after the challenge. It's been a long and intense 24 hours, but I'm really proud of the work that the team have done and feel a little bit elated as well.